Hello everybody and welcome to the 2024 Amherst Railway Hobby Show in Springfield, Mass. So we're here in the Better Health building, whatever it's called, and already we've got something really cool here. It looks like Bachman has got a HO model of the second generation Amtrak Acela. The awesome Amelia Liberty, which of course in real life has been having some problems, but looks like now they've been able to create an HO model of it, which is really cool.
We'll see how it goes. You're getting so many questions, I think you got to be.
There's the A64 in the Phase 3 ad wrap, which unfortunately doesn't exist anymore, but oh well. And here's more looks at the second generation Acela. Well, it's got a ALC 42 locomotive with a couple of van fleets.
I have to check eBay regularly.
Yeah.
So it's my good.
And over here we got a couple more Charger locomotives. We have the SC44 Charger next to the Via Rail one, coupled with the Siemens Venture coaches in the Amtrak Midwestern livery, as well as the Via Rail Canada.
Phase 6 has been out. Phase 7 will be out in a few weeks as well.
And we've got the cab car.
Yes, I do.
Here's some more train goodness. Some more Chargers, as well as some other American trains. There's a GG1 in the Commerce livery, and there's a Amtrak Midwest SC44 with some Amfleet 1 coaches. Nice. These are N scale, by the way. And here we have some steam engines, also an N scale. Over here we got another set piece here.
To a point where it just terminated. Everything terminated. They switched back. There's a lot of. They terminated there from the get-go, but they had all different variations that they used over the years.
Oh yeah.
The bridge was cable powered when it was first opened, and they had changed to a two-track terminal. Zero gauge. That happened in the 20s. The subways were being built because it was.
We have the first load of the day. There's no detailing of scenery, but there is trains. Include a bunch of them parked in the yard here. We've always got an Amtrak train here, but of course it's having some issues here. There it goes. Over here with the trolley layout. Over here we have this, it's like an O gauge layout. The shunting engine.
I started at the building, not the young building, the lunatic right.
Here's another layout which we may have seen before. Unfortunately, this one is, well, there's no trains on it. That was earlier, though. There we go. We got a P42 in the Amtrak Pepsi Can Heritage Scheme. Look at that.
I just throw it through the gap.
No, still having problems with this layout.
Somewhere over there, there's two cats up to a section of the box.
And there's one I just saw earlier, ALC 42. And there's another one. Well, we've got our 5th train in a row. Looks like here on this side we've got a whole convoy of trains. This thouggh's got a glass wall here. And this train's being captained slow. In fact, it's so slow that I might even speed up the footage here. This one's the same layout, but we're supposed to go through a station.
It all in because you're not going to win. I'll get somebody else a chance to win.
There's a double stack copper car there. Here's a better look at the Pepsi Can P42 scheme. Looks nice, doesn't it? Well, it's got a pretty, actually no, it's a pretty normal console, but for some reason there's a Phase 3 Ampli 2 coach in the middle of a train of Ampli 1s and Phase 4B. I know it's only a minor detail, but I like to see consistency. Over here we got some Lego, but not really Lego train sets. Yep, seems that some other manufacturers taking over because Lego themselves aren't really making that many trains. Yeah, and the price on this is actually pretty cheap. This is $60 for this set here, steam engine, and then this engine here is for $44, which compared to the official Lego trains, it's actually a really good price. I'd buy one of these if I had some room. And over here we've got the big boy in this Lego range. $75, which actually, like I said, pretty good deal considering how much the official Lego sets cost. Also the Amtrak wooden train set, which is, well, it's there. Over here they've got a some pieces you can get to make your own little industrial scene. Over here we got some Japanese trains in N scale. Well, mostly Japanese. We've got a Taiwanese high-speed train. And over there is the French TGV, the Thales. Look at that. Over here we got some commuter trains, also from Japan. And I believe over here, here's a train that you guys recognize. Hang on. Anyone recognize that one? More goodies over this way. We got the Shinkansen E2 series, the British Class 800, TGV Lyria, whatever that is, TGV duplex local with some of the single-decker coaches, and the ICE4. And now we're going from small trains to big trains. Here we have a, well, there's a different trains for size. There's a massive recreation here of the LNAR Flying Scotsman, which I'm sure is an engine that you'll all be familiar with. Well, here's a massive version of one. And by the way, this costs, actually, doesn't seem to say. Oh well. Considering the size of this locomotive, I can assume that the cost is massive. Oh, there it is. Not as bad as I thought, but still out of my budget. Over here we got some vintage model trains from the olden days of Lionel, back when they made trains out of tin. Over here, some more antique trains. And there's a golden steam engine.
Wow. Fresh.
Here's another gold one. This one looks to be of a British design. So here we have an O-scale layout. This layout features a farm.
I just didn't want him to catch it.
Yep, right.
Stay, it's.
Breeds of the hobby, but it's called operations. When you actually spend the day running the trains
Oh, here we got a little sound showcase. Even a German engine. There's the Skribbelwachs. Hello there. More Amtrak goodness. Looks like we got the Cato HO scale versions of the P42 locomotives. We got 4 of them here in the Heritage schemes. They've also got this one here in the Operation Lifesaver paint scheme. We've also got one running in a circle here. Here's another Operation Lifesaver one, which is just sitting around.
Not flat road. So is that.
And over here, they even have the V-liner baggage car. How cool is that? Over here, more Amtrak equipment, modern. Also got Metro. And once again, we got the 50th anniversary Heritage schemes, but this time in N-gauge. Yes. There's a big boy. Oh, and there's a FF3 844, the living legend. And it gets even better, a pair of LC 42 locomotives and freight train. Oh, there's big boy.
Yeah, I also watch locomotives also. They're going national capital.
Yang Ming. And because I'm a sucker for Amtrak equipment, here's an ACS 64, once again in N scale. Here have some more day one-ness. We have the E8 from 1970s and the AOC 42 in the Heritage scheme. Over here we got a very interesting type of end gauge layout. It looks like we have a bunch of little set pieces that have all come together to make one loop. It even comes with a massive 747 freight version. I don't know what global super tanker is though. Three trains in one go here on this layout, and one of which looks like a sort of an extended version of the Amtrak Lakeshore Limited. I wish you could see it. There you go. V-Rail. Look at that. Another big engine. I was about to get really excited there until I saw the rest of the consist. Well, they made an attempt to run the UP steam excursion, but unfortunately the train's playing up. I want to see the engines.
It was like a 24
So we've got some circuitry going on here. Here's some trolley action. At some point. There it goes. There he goes. Here's a little set piece that you'll be familiar with if you watched my last train to video in Marlboro, Mass. 2023. We have the T-gauge train, which is a teeny tiny little train. And it looks like the rest of this layout is the same as the Marlboro one. Oh, it's just crashed into a building.
That's not good.
Another big boy, number 4014. We've seen that one a lot today. And this is only the first building, by the way. We haven't even moved on to the other ones. Well, it seems I was actually wrong to assume that this layout is the same as the one in Marlboro, as It's actually more like an extended version. Unfortunately, the number of trains running on this layout seems to be 0.
Connection to
Okay. Well, I found some action. So we're about to have a double header here. And he's pulling a long freight train. Well, that's going to conclude our time over in the Better Living Center building. There's just so much stuff to see in there that I might have missed off one or two layouts, so I do apologize for that. But there's just so much here to see here there's just so much to see here at the show that, yeah, I'm probably gonna miss off a couple of things. Out here, though, they have an old bus of some sort. I'm not sure which kind of bus this is, as I'm not a bus expert. Yeah, GM bus. Yeah, typically they have like an old steam engine out here that you can blow the whistle, but it looks like not this year. So instead they've got this bus. Well, here we are in the Stroth building with the one only layout. Just this cool viaduct. There it is. I guess a New York-based layout, which only has one train on it.
This one kind of picks switches.
Here's another layout. This is the Crystal Cove, which uses electric trains. Yes.
Question for you. So is this basically like? So you stripped out the middle rail.
No, tracks on him now. So
What code rail is it then? 200. Really?
So it's overscale.
Yeah. What rail do you use?
This is from Longest Creek.
Well, I hate to gloss over this building so quickly, but there's just not a lot here in terms of layouts or trains or anything, so yeah. Here's the OGXL with the camera, which you have seen many times in this channel by now.
I looked at this earlier and I was like, this looks like that's S-Gate.
Is it S?
This is S-Gate, the full S-Gate. I've never seen S-Gate. Yeah, that's on the camera. But I looked at the track is a little bigger.
Amtrak. And who's on that track? Hello. That's not how you hit the buttons that makes the action. The Amtrak train. And for the heavy freight fans, here's another trio of big diesels. I've just realized that this paint scheme here is a tribute to Poopy Pants Biden, who, for those who don't know, didn't actually win the election in 2021. That should be Trump. Well, we've seen a lot of big boy in this video, but you know who we haven't seen? Tim Tom the Tank. Big trains. Well, I was just walking around the layout and I see this. This is a custom paint, as the guy said, I guess. Which that is the Amtrak A64 Veterans paint job, but on a Taurus engine, which, I mean, technically the A64 is based on the Taurus, so I mean that is a semi-accurate design, but I mean it's cursed and blurred at the same time. I don't know how to feel about this one. On the bright side, though, we also have a P-42 Genesis, also in the Veterans paint job, and at least that one looks a lot more realistic. But still glad I saw this. Here we have yet another Lionel layout. Oh, there's a little train there, I just realized. Bit of a cursed concert there, but I guess we've seen worse today.
Right, and you don't want that to happen because then it'll break and mommy can't afford those trains.
really good, so just
Now I moved over to an HLA where we have more Amtrak goodness. Yes. With the Superliner coaches. And actually, this is part of what looks like a mini version of the Amtrak Auto Train.
Make sure you guys drink the water.
How cool is that? But then if we move over here, oh no, it's Penn Central. The worst railroad in the world. Yeah. I suppose I also have some New York Central stuff over here, which of course is what preceded Penn Central. And hey, we also have Conrail, which is what took over Penn Central and made it not terrible.
It's like, is this the longest train on that track?
Yeah, probably. 5 feet car. What's the chief power? I don't know. Brand?
It was a long freight train.
Hooked up all your cars together. No, this is.
Swollen I can barely stand up.
My refrigerator car's on here, and then I probably left like 15 cars on. Dude, how does this go on this stuff? Dude, those two I might switch out in a little while. I got anything else to put my other one. Dude, this is actually crazy. Yeah. I'll probably put my scale trains in it. That one's cool. I thought it's a passenger, so maybe I'll do it.
Well, it looks like it's articulated.
And just coming onto the rail service with the Amtrak exhibit train.
I know, it's great.
Are you going out that same way?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up in the backup though. Okay. So, was it this one? Yeah.
Well, they moved over to an N gauge side where they have a Japanese train running. And here's another cool one, the Amtrak Auto Train. There's a steam engine there pulling away. And we also have the naval ship, which I think you might recognize from previous videos. There's the auto train again, and there's a little train in its own circuit. They actually had another train on here, which was a F40 Metro North pulling New Jersey Transit multi-level coaches, but unfortunately, I guess they took that one off the track before it came around. And but that was probably for the better because it's nah. And now here on the G gauge out, they've just brought out their own big boy. We'll say I call Big Boy just in time as he's now about to go on break. And in case you didn't get enough of Big Boy, well, here's one spinning on a turntable. Looks like that Athern has their has a booth this year showing off their brand new models. Although I'm not sure if these are actually new or old, but there you go. Got a snowplow, which is pretty cool.
What's the biggest thing that you would...
Well, here we are then in the final of 4 buildings here at the Springfield Train Show. Here we're at a part where they have these small scale layouts, but with a lot of detail in them. Here we have a Union Pacific train running what looks like a layout based in Utah. A lot of mountains here. We've got a little gold mine here on this layout. And going from the west coast to the east coast, we have a layout with a lot more greenery. Oops, he left his caboose behind.
Welcome to here.
It's a train.
Thank you.
On this layout, which doesn't have that much going on.
Doesn't stop the train. I never noticed that before.
So this here actually looks to be some sort of demonstration of the New Hampshire Cog Railway. As you see, they even have like an actual display up here, which is pretty cool.
The next train is timed up for 10 minutes. 2 o'clock train is timed up for 10 minutes. The 4 o'clock train is timed up for 10 minutes. They're not going to affect it. Okay. Next train now. That's pretty good. That's how the word weather works.
Over here we got some really tiny sets. And over here they have this. So that's N gauge. And this is really tiny gauge. There's a child screaming. Here's another little scene based on boats. Looks like something straight out of Tugs. Here's this station set, which you may have seen in previous editions of this show. It's a basically an Amtrak station. There's even a turbo train, but you can barely see it, but there it is. And there's a I don't know what railroad that is. I think that's a fictional one.
Thank you.
All blue. I think it's is that a cancer train?
No, I have an incurable brain condition called hydrocephalus.
Oh.
It's where your cerebral spinal fluid doesn't drain.
Another Amtrak train. You know, over here we also got the Midnight Blue special unit, and over here we have the Veterans Unit P42 locomotive and the Day 1 ALC 42. This is a pretty long freight train. Oh, it's really long actually, wow. I was gonna give him the speed up treatment, but then he started accelerating, but still going kind of slow here. Oh. Does this train ever end? Oh, there we go. Here's a pretty cool scene here. We have a Walmart and a Lowe's. And yeah, oh, and a Dunkin' Donuts. So the blue train there is a brain cancer awareness train dedicated to one of the members that runs this layout here. And you have a highway scene. There's a scrap yard and a little town. Coca-Cola factory. And we got a Pan Am Railways train.
You're getting out of here, right?
Sean team, we're going here. Well, it's got a intermodal train. There it is, the Dry Hub Model Railroad Club.
So this would be the train we took. Two locomotives and
I will say this is one of the most impressive layouts that they have here at this show.
maybe that's
Well, this layout here might just be a winner. So this here is the Springfield Union Station, which you may remember last year we actually went to the station. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, watch my Hartford Line Adventure video from that uploaded in December. But look at this, we have an actual recreation of the Springfield Union Station. We've got some Amtrak equipment here that looks like the Lakeshore Limited, although it's a little bit too long.
As a reminder,
Over here we also have an Amtrak Acela, which is not quite realistic here for the station. The Acela doesn't come here. However, what does come here though is that, and I think we have a real winner here. We have a CT rail train, yes. Got the P40 locomotive, which is in its rebuild phase, and a pretty close representation of the CT rail MBB coaches, which of course don't run with CT rail anymore, but that paint scheme is depicting them, well, when they did run with them for those few years. And hey, I actually saw those coaches for myself in my CT rail train in Providence video that I uploaded last December as well. And here she is then, the Amtrak Lakeshore Limited. And that's actually the extended version that runs between Albany, New York, and Chicago. Whereas one that actually runs in to Springfield is the short version. And meanwhile, got a light engine hauling a coach for some reason. Moving back over here to the Springfield Union Station, it looks like that this layout is actually a loop line that runs around. And parked in the siding here, we have a Amtrak P42 coupled up to a couple of Amfleet coaches. And I believe that is making up the Valley Flyer service, which another Wilson will be a big fan of. And there we go, then a train running through a loop. Freight train. There it goes right through. It's the Springfield Union Station. And here is the bridge that comes out. It goes over this. Yeah. There's the Lakeshore Limited heading the other direction.
Yeah, Milford doesn't get too bad, so that's good.
And here's the other layout, which has this coal loader. It's unstoppable.
Somebody came by and said, your trees really well. How often do you change them out? I said, well, it's Models, Maryland, we have 4 seasons, so we change them out. We have spring trees, fall trees, winter trees, and summer trees. Can you believe it? He said,
This layout's a rather interesting design because it's got all these lamps sort of illuminate it.
because I was about ready to tell him,
Well, we're starting to run out of time here, so I better check out the last of these layouts before it's too late. Well, here we have the obligatory Lego layout, which I think I've shown on the channel before. Here we got a Santa Fe train. And here's another cool train, New Haven Railroad. Steam engine. And you knew I couldn't forget about this layout. Here we have the Northeast Corridor theme layout, which has a rather cursed train, a HHP8, coupled with some New Jersey trains and multi-level coaches. Here's a very river train coming up that's a little bit less cursed. Amtrak Silver Star. Silver Meteor. And here what seems to be the Lakeshore Limited again. And look at that, the Valley Flyer. Oh, and another train. So we got two long distance trains on the layout at once. And coupling up next, we got a train race. So that's an MP54. And once again, the Valley Flyer. Well, that's one way to make an Amfleet cab car. Don't mind me, I'm just a Northeast Corridor super fan. Yes, TGV. Because I'm also a high-speed rail super fan. We were at the, well, this layout, which I'm sure you recognize from plenty of previous videos. However, you probably won't recognize
May I
these
have your
trains.
attention, please?
Oh.
Scott Osterwell, you are today's winner of the soundtrack switching contest.
Yay!
This is also the 15-minute warning for closing today. 15-minute warning.
So we got some modern trains on the layout today. Well, let's take a look at the ICE4, because why not? Here's a little monorail here on this HO layout.
Attention! The show will be closing in 10 minutes. Please finish up your purchases and find an exit, please. 10 minutes. Thank you.
Yep, unfortunately that's going to be the last train of the day as we need to start heading out. Well, as everything begins to wind down and we're heading for the car, that is it. That's everything I could get a movie of for this year's edition of the Springfield Train Show here in, well, Springfield, Mass. Now, of course, I wasn't able to get just about everything because, you know, the show is so massive and there's so much stuff to see. And, of course, we only have about 7 or 8 hours to see it. So yeah, there's an echo here. Wow. But yeah, that is everything that I could get a movie of. Obviously, this show was just so massive that I wasn't able to get everything in this video. But I hope that I got enough, well, for this video. So yeah, like I said, this show was so massive that there's a lot of stuff to see. So if you can come to the show, then, well, do it, because there's a lot of stuff to see. But for now, we hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more content if you haven't already. And this is Daddy here to say...
See you next time.
And...
Bye.
And...
Come back again.
And...
Check out my videos.
And...
I gotta find out where we're at.
Alright, well, I will see you in whatever I make next. And we're gonna find the car now.